we're getting straight into it. I am starting off with just my eyebrow pencil, using a spoolie to comb all and brush all of my hairs up in place. And then I'm going in. This pencil that I got, guys, guess where I got it from? Take a guess. Yep, the dollar store. It's one of those products that I'm supposed to be using in my dollar store all-inclusive makeup routine. I'm going to be putting that video out really soon. I'm highlighting under my brows with L.A Pro, the color Fawn. That's my go-to shade. I literally, that's my holy grail. I think that's probably like the only thing that I use under my brows other than MAC. And today, I usually don't highlight above my brow as well, but I guess today I must have been, sis was feeling a little fancy, so I decided to highlight above the brow as well, using the same color, that color Fawn by L.A Pro. Now, of course, I'm just blending that color out, blending out that concealer, honey. The key to flawless makeup, I've come to realize over the years, is blending, honey. Blend it some more. And even when you think you shouldn't, go back, look at it again, and blend again. Here I'm using my concealer by Tarte. I'll have all of the shade colors and all of that stuff listed in the description box below. I'm blending this out with a beauty blender. I find that because this one is such a looser liquid than the L.A Pro, blending this out with a beauty blender helps seal it better than a brush would. Like a brush, sometimes I feel like the brush makes it look like a little spotty or something. I don't know, but I just like the way that it looks, that coverage that it gives when using a beauty blender. Honey, what was I listening to? Oh, I might be jamming in this video, so just bear with me, okay? I'm going in with my black Opal setting powder in the color Deep. I'm putting that all over my lid. This is pretty much my go-to when I'm not doing any eyeshadows. I just conceal and then I put the powder directly over the concealer. A little eyeliner, a little lash baby, and I'm out the door. I'm ready. Now I'm going in with the L.A Pro color corrector in the color orange. I usually don't do this, but the dark spots, and they just really stood out to me this day for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's cover those up. Let's see what we get, because I haven't used it in a while. I really don't do this step too often anymore, but today I'm like, okay, we got a little couple acne scars that came from out of nowhere, so let's cover those up, and then let's put a little color corrector on there, honey. So the color corrector wasn't really blending the way that I really wanted it to, so I used my MAC Fix Plus spray and just dampened the beauty blender with it, just to make sure that concealer was actually moving and setting in place the way that I needed to prior to putting the foundation on. Now I'm going in with my MAC foundation. If you guys can't catch the shade right then and there, I told you I'll have everything listed in the description box below. I know some people may be like, oh no, why you dab it on your face like that? Because I'm not putting it directly on the brush for the brush to absorb more of the product than my face does. This is not what I use on my clients. These are my personal brushes that I don't use on my clients. My stuff is my stuff, so I do what I want with my stuff. You don't like it? You're more than welcome to send me more. All of my information is in the description box below, honey. Now I'm going in under eye. I'm using that same concealer that I used for my brows, the L.A Pro in the color Fawn. I'm just, you guys know the basics. Under the eye, the nose, chin, forehead, cupid's bow, highlighting those areas, and then I'm going to blend it out. But the product that I'm using is the LA Pro. So I'm really picky some days on what I decide to use. I usually either use my beauty blender to blend out my concealer, or I use a brush, but it's a very specific brush from Real Techniques that I absolutely love, and I couldn't find that brush this day for whatever reason. I don't know what happened to it, but I just decided to use my good old beauty blender, and it did the trick, of course, but it didn't really hit the way that my brush does. This is the Sacha Buttercup. Everybody knows the infamous Sacha Buttercup. I'm going in. I'm not really going to go super heavy with this just because I'm not looking for like a dramatic highlighted under eye, you know, highlighted area kind of look. So I'm not going to really like OD with this. I contour with the foundation stick from Black Opal. I love this. When I say I love this foundation stick, like this is my favorite foundation stick to highlight with. I've tried other like actual contour palettes and all kinds of other things, creams. No ma'am, I contour with the foundation stick. I absolutely love it. I learned this trick back in hair school, and sweetie, it's been rocking with me since, okay? Now I'm just blending in that contour. I'm making sure that I'm really paying attention and I'm really blending, Honey, my arms was getting tired. I had just finished doing another makeup on somebody else. Honey, my arms were tired. I'm like, but I had to get this video done. I had to get it recorded and out. So a little arm tiredness, honey, we'll be fine. But I'm just blending, making sure that I'm blending that contour out. Because what did I say earlier? No harsh lines. No harsh lines. And I know you still see the around my chin area where the contour, the foundation stick is still there. I'm going to go back in and blend that out as well. Right now, I'm using my Black Radiance contour palette. I use a darker shade to go over top of that foundation stick because we all know you are supposed to set any type of liquid or cream with a powder. Because if not, sweetie, it's definitely giving move around. It's definitely giving move around, honey. So always make sure you go over top of that cream or that liquid with some type of powder to set what you did. All of your work, set it in place. Set her in place. Let her have a seat, okay? Next, I'm using my Black Radiance True Complexion all over face powder, and I'm going to use that and go in and just dust off all of that Sacha Buttercup that I had sitting and baking. We're going to dust off all of that excess powder because, you know, it's not necessary. It's definitely not necessary. We're not trying to give casket, okay? No casket allowed, all right? 2020 has been hard enough. We're not going to end the year with bad makeup too, okay? Guys, I am so sick of this little fat round face of mine. Like, oh guys, pray for me, okay? That 2021 I can get rid of all of this chubbiness and this chunkiness I need, because this little fat round face of mine, I cannot get with it. Like, I cannot get with it, honey. Wear turtleneck, because I love winter and turtlenecks. Like, I absolutely love turtlenecks. But honey, the neck is just not giving turtleneck. I can't have the chubby neck and the chubby face and then do a turtleneck too. Like, it's just too much going on. It's too much going on. I can't take it. Here I'm going in with I think this is Black Radiance as well. The blush that I'm using, I can't remember. I forget. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna have everything linked in the description box below. I'm going in with the blush, and you know, let's just add a little color to my face and brighten it up a little bit more. Let's, you know, give some dimensions here. And here, baby, we have the good old infamous ABH Glow Kit. Now, you see the pan is practically almost gone because this is my absolute favorite out of all 4 shades. I absolutely love this one. I'll have the exact name of it linked down below, but this is my favorite shade. And I highlight with this all the time. Like, I love this shade. Absolutely love it. And now I'm using the shade that was directly next to the one that I used for my cheeks, chin, and cupid's bow. I'm going directly in my corner of the eye with the color that was next to the one that I used the first time around. Wiping off any excess foundation and all kinds of other things that may be on my lips. I'm lining my lips with the NYX, I think it's chestnut brown lip liner. I love this pencil. It goes on really smooth. I don't have any issues out of this pencil. My only issue is they could make it a little bit longer. Okay? I would like for my things to last a little bit longer, but other than that, I have no problems with this shade. I use this thing when I want to do a clear gloss look, or what I'm doing here. This is y'all know this color. Y'all see what that is. It's matte. What color is it? Take a guess. Did you guess? Yes, you're right. Ruby Woo. It's her. I love it. It took me a long time to get into wearing like red lipstick, but once I found the shade that worked for me, baby, Ruby is it, okay? She is it. I'm using, I believe this is a Maybelline mascara, just to coat my lashes before putting on my NYX lashes from Cotton Candy Lashes. Those are the only lashes that I wear. Cotton Candy Lashes. Like, let me tell you something. Baby, Kiki did her thing with those lashes, honey. And she is a fellow YouTuber as well. Miss Diva, like, I absolutely love her. I've been, like, a subscriber since way back when. Like, I can't even tell you how long ago. I'm talking, like, when she was doing her hair, her relax videos with the bun. Okay? That long ago. Now, originally, I had decided that I was gonna do an eyeshadow look, but when I started doing the eyeshadow look, it just did not work out. So I wiped it off, and then I was like, okay, let's try again, but let's go for something a little bit more subtle and not too dramatic. So I'm using the Juvias Place palette. I can't remember off the top of my head which palette it is, but of course, like I said previously, all products will be listed down below. I'm using a brown shade, and I'm just going in and putting it all over the crease and just trying to create like a little shadow, a little dark, a little dimension. Now I am going in directly like slightly above that brow, and I'm using the color black. So I did like a lighter brown, and then I'm going in with black, but I'm very light with the black because we all know if you go in super heavy with the black, it'll take over the whole entire look, and then you'll end up with something else that you did not anticipate. So I'm just lightly going in with the black just to give it like a little bit darker shade, a darker shadow, light with the black. So I decided to just start taking that black and just dragging it in just a little bit more towards the inner lid, just to smoke it out just a little bit more. So we're taking the black, we're going from the outer corner directly in, not too close into the lid, just because I'm just going to add in lighter shade, so we just don't want to have to like overwork and overblend unnecessarily. Going in above that crease and just making it a little darker. And now I'm going in with a gold. I'm going to use like 3 different golds just to get the finishing look that I was actually going for. But this gold shade, it was like a really light gold shade, and this was just to pretty much outline exactly where I wanted that gold to lay and how I wanted it to pop when my eyes were open and closed as well. I have a thing about not being able to see my eyeshadow with my eyes closed. I don't know. I don't know. That's just my thing. Now this very next gold is more of like a loose like shimmer. It had like a little bit of like pigment, like actual like glitter in it. So I'm going in with my finger instead of the brush because the brush just wasn't picking it up the way that I needed it to. So I'm using my finger, just dabbing it on, and as you can see, is the gold shade is actually getting darker, and that's what I was going for. That's the look that I was going for. So just going in, and these are all colors from different palettes from the Juvias Place brand. I'll have everything linked down below. So here I'm just going in with an orange shade from one of those Juvias Place palettes, and I'm just using that as my transition color to transition that black, just so that there are no harsh lines. So just going in and blending, just to use as a transition color because we don't want any harsh lines. I'm using that highlight that I used for my nose, Cupid's bow, and all of that. I'm using that directly under the brow bone just so that it can have a pop, when the sun hits it. And this eyeliner pen that I'm using is from the Makeup Plug. I love this. I just recently got into like actually wearing eyeliner because it never worked out for me for whatever reason. Like I could never get it to work. So this pen really came in hand. Like I love this pen. Okay, now let's get into these lashes. These lashes are from Cotton Candy Lashes, honey. Now, I told y'all earlier in this video that the only lashes that I use are Cotton Candy Lashes. I'm trying to get into other brands, but her lashes are just very durable. They're sturdy. Like, I can peel them bad boys off, throw them things in my purse, come back 2 days later, honey, and it's like I just took them off the pack. Like, I love Cotton Candy Lashes. So you guys have any other lash companies like Mink Lashes, 3D Lashes that you guys recommend? Comment down below and just give me some other places to shop. But I think Cotton Candy will always and forever be my favorite. Now, I don't know what was going on with this lash. This lash looks really crazy now that I'm looking at it. Like, maybe I needed to slide it over some more, like towards the inner eye. But she looking a little, something ain't right, honey. Something is happening. Let me tell you something. If you try to put your lashes on before that glue is tacky, it will not stick, and you will create an unnecessary mess for you to have to clean up. So wait until that glue is a little bit tacky, and then stick that lash on there. You see that? See how the first time I put it on there, it wasn't tacky, it wasn't ready. See that? Now, boom, on impact, boom, put it on there. Click it, stick it. Let's get it. I'm using my Morphe setting spray. I have a love-hate relationship with this setting spray just because the way it comes out of the can, it's just not right. It's not okay. But the finishing result I love. So I don't know what's going on with that. I decided that I didn't want to wear my hair in my regular middle part, and I was like, okay, what should I do? A side part? Side part has just not been working out with my natural hair. Like, I can't. It's just not working out for me. So I just decided, okay, since we got a little bit of inches, we got a little room in the front to do something. I decided to do, the little infamous little swoop bang. Now that my hair has a little length to it now I can get back. Because I used to wear my hair like this way before it became a popular style. Like, I used to wear my hair like this all the time. So I just decided to just, do a little part and swoop the sides. Well, this one particular side, and pull it down just so that it's laying correctly the way I needed to. And that's just pretty much it, honey, and she's ready. This pretty much sums up everything. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.